Alright, it's rap mythology, the reincarnation of Ramakrishna, Heyoka Empath, kicking that brand new flavor in your ear, you dig? Alright, so I want to talk about today, what is it like knowing your past life? And I'm just going to talk from my experience, alright? um, Obviously, I was Ramakrishna, man, and it's a lot to deal with. Alright, so man, where do I start? No, all right. Nobody around my neighborhood, around my where I live at, almost in America, it seems like knows who Ramakrishna is. So I can't really talk. I can't really talk to my friends, people around me about it. I can only really talk to people that are like on a really high spiritual level about it. So it's been something that I've kept like very secret. I think I learned about the past life when I was 36. The Akashic Records reading was the start. I always talk about that from Khadija Samedi. When you have a real Akashic Record reading, you'll never go for a fake reading again. And that was the realest reading I've ever had in my life. She told me things that nobody could know, and that's how I know it was real. Um, I've had other readings, and majority of them were fake, and I think it's that devil energy, the chaos energy or whatever, just doing his job or whatever in the matrix, trying to make you have self-doubt. So I encountered these people giving fake readings too, and because I've had a real one, it's allowed me to be able to separate the real from the fake, man. Like you can never get over on me with a fake reading again. Because not only did I have the reading, but astrologically was where like I got was a confirmation for the reading for me. The reading gave me a bunch of clues, and I still had to find out all the information for myself. Same thing with astrology; it gave me a bunch of scenarios and clues, and I had to put the information all together myself. I got the reading. All I wanted to know was my ancestor's name. Like that was all I wanted to know. Um, was my ancestor's name, and I got a bunch of clues, and I figured out that his name started with an S. And then once I put everything together, it was Swami Vivekananda. I didn't even know about reincarnation. I knew about it. I did know about it, but like in the reading, one of the things Khadija told me was that my knowledge of reincarnation was my gateway to success, and it took me mad years to finally figure that out. Now me doing this, what I'm doing right now, I guess is my gateway to success. But like I had no clue what that meant. I was like, is what just the knowledge of reincarnation itself? Like, how is that gonna make me successful? And it was the knowledge of my own reincarnation, which was my gateway to success. So part of my life path, I realized, is coming out with this information. Nobody in the spiritual realm believes me. You know what I'm saying? I know I was born like so strong and with so much fortitude in my heart, because very I haven't encountered many people who believe it. So I understand it's hard to believe. So thank you for all your support, everybody that's following, watching, that are like looking at my story and are studying me. I really appreciate y'all very much, you know what I'm saying? Because I run into so many doubters, especially online and social media. So it's really difficult, I would say, being somebody who is famous, being somebody who is spiritual like Ramakrishna. Um, People believe in Indian culture that Ramakrishna was an avatar. So it's like he's kind of like a god on earth, as you would say. I would say an avatar. Avatar just means great teacher, but in Indian religion, right, an avatar is like a reincarnation of a deity. So a lot of people think that that Ramakrishna was like a deity on earth, and I don't know. People have all these high expectations or whatever for the reincarnation, and I think I don't match up with a lot of people's expectations of Ramakrishna's reincarnation. Ramakrishna predicted his own reincarnation. You know what I'm saying? He said that he would come back in 100 years in a place surrounded by water, and that it would be a scouting mission. Exposing devil energy or whatever in the Matrix. That's what I'm calling it now, devil energy. But he said it would be a scouting mission. And all this is true about my life. I was born in New Rochelle, New York, surrounded by water. You can see in the other videos. It's around 100 years since Ramakrishna passed, now that I'm born. And I think this is part of the reason, why I had to come back, is because people were calling me an avatar and a god and whatnot, and I'm like, yeah, I am an avatar. You know what I'm saying? We were all regular souls, just like everybody else. You know what I mean? Swami died at 39, diabetes. Ramakrishna died at 50 from throat cancer. These guys, the brotherhood, we were all ordinary people, but in Indian religion, people saw us as this avatar. It's not like an ordinary soul. It's like a deity. But we were ordinary souls. We were ordinary men. Just on a high level of spirituality. So a big part of my lesson now is learning how to create my own finances and provide for myself. In that life, everything was given to me. I lived like royalty at times, but I was always taken care of. So in this life, it's my lesson to learn how to provide that same type of wealth or that same type of royalty or whatever for myself, and doing that myself. And it's taken me a while. So knowing your past life, especially me knowing who I was, it's kind of been a difficult thing, as far as like other people recognizing me for who I am. You know what I mean? I have to always step down to other people's level. People not believing and all that. I was already had that personality where I don't care what other people think, but there's been times where I had self-doubt. The times where I had self-doubt, Swami comes through really strong to reassure me. I spoke to Swami once, or I have encounters with Indian people, Like one time I was doubting myself, and a guy from India, hit me up on Instagram, and we were talking and whatnot, and like things like that. Like Swami boosts my confidence back up when I start to have self-doubt. Yeah, so I had a doubt when nobody from India was believing me. Because like people from America don't even know who Ramakrishna is. So I thought everybody from India was gonna kind of want to talk to me and learn more about this reincarnation thing, but nobody believed me. So that kind of gave me a little bit of self-doubt. And Swami came through real strong, man. That guy contacted me that looked almost just like him, like could be related to him, and spoke to me, and that really gave me the strength to like keep going forward. So like having knowledge of self, knowing who you are, knowing what's your life purpose, it's intimidating to others. It's intimidating to others when you're kind of like you know how to go along with the flow, kind of take life how it comes. You know what I mean? Like your confidence in yourself. You know what I mean? I find that it's intimidating to like my friends, people who don't know me. You know what I mean? There's that little bit of cockiness I got in myself. I notice like it rubs other people the wrong way sometimes. So that's been a kind of a thing too. So like even with this, like I had to learn that, you know, I can't be humble. I still have to like, now I can't be humble, but I have to let my light shine no matter what, no matter if it makes somebody else feel uncomfortable or, you know what I'm saying? I still got to do me, even though it might make somebody else feel uncomfortable. And at times I could try to tone myself down or kind of, you know what I mean, kind of dim my light in order to make somebody else feel all right, feel comfortable in their own skin. So yeah, I had to learn to stop doing things like that. You know, I had to learn to stop doing things like that. But it's been, you know, like I always know my ancestors and stuff is with me. So sometimes it can feel like a little bit lonely. You know what I mean? Because nobody believes. I feel like I'm the only one. You know what I mean? With this knowledge or whatever. But I'm getting. I know I'm getting completely backed by the spiritual realm, and they're all supporting me. But like humans, you know what I mean? It's been a few that kind of support. And I want to know. I want to learn more about reincarnation. Like I want people to like study me. Like being, because if you could see me authentically spiritually, I know you could see Swami. I know you could talk to my ancestors. So like spiritually, I'm official. You know what I mean? So I would love to study reincarnation. You know, use me as like a studying tool. That's what I thought was gonna happen at first, but I guess I don't know. Maybe it takes time or whatever. But nah, it hasn't happened like that at all. You know, it hasn't happened like that at all. I don't know if it's part of the process, but I know Ramakrishna once said that you know, people could argue, but nobody is like living in his journey. Nobody's living in his shoes. People could argue, but they don't know his life experience. You know what I mean? And all I know is that my life experience has gotten me up until this point now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I was talking to Swami the other day. It was dying laughing. I was like, what if I'm wrong? I said, I've spent my whole life trying to be like this guy, Swami Vivekananda, and carry out the teachings of Ramakrishna. I was like, whoops. Whoops, oh well. You know what I'm saying? I spent a life trying to be like Swami Vivekananda. Yo, Swami was dying laughing, yo. That shit was mad funny. But yeah, our bond is getting stronger, you know. So like personally, yeah, personally, me within, you know, I feel strong, but it's like I gotta keep everything so secretive to the outside world. You know what I mean? Like people that are really close to me, you know, I got my altars in my house, my sons, you know, people that are really close. No, I had to tell my father. He haven't even brought it up again since I told him. He told me the other day to make sure I'm studying the Ten Commandments and whatnot. I'm like, all right. But even though I agree 100%. But you know, so nobody around me kind of like acknowledges um, this about me, you know, and that frustrates me a lot. You know what I'm saying? That's why I wanted to like leave home and go into a homeless shelter. You know what I mean? Because it's like, you know, I get I don't know, disappointed or frustrated when people don't see my worth or recognize me for who I am. So first learning about it and going through experiences, it was uh, it was tough, man. Especially with the Sharada thing. Sharada's here. You know what I mean? Sharada Devi's here too, and I know it. You know what I'm saying? And that shit drove me crazy, man. You know what I mean? That drove me crazy for a while, but now I've grown, kind of gotten past past it. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I'm really, some part of me, I don't know, is like really missing that spiritual companion, that one friend. You know what I mean? That I always relied on or whatever. Like a part of me like really misses that, and it's like I was searching hard for it at one point. I was searching hard for it at one point. You know what I mean? And I realized, I had to stop searching and kind of let it come to me. I had a lot of things that I had to work on. This twin flame shit is hard. Woo, this twin flame shit is hard, boy. A lot of work on self. You got to do a lot of self improvement, a lot of work on self. You have to be completely independent without the other twin. That's when the other twin comes in. Is when you're like, when you're good, you don't need anybody for nothing. Everything is straight. You know what I'm saying? Everything is good. You feel like you got everything. That's when the twin is gonna come in. So I don't know if I see my twin yet. You know what I mean? I think we might have met. I don't even know, but that's what brought me the karmic soulmates is what got me to this level now, and that shit was rough, man. That was rough. Because I know that I was I was Ramakrishna, right? So my karmic soulmates are all these, like, you know what I'm saying, divine people in the history books of my past life, and I'm trying to figure out who's who and whatnot, and having theories about who's who, So it's like, and even they don't know who they are. You know what I mean? None of my karmics know who they are. Maybe one, you know what I'm saying, knows exactly who they were in a past life, and you know what I mean? So it's like I'm coming to them telling you, like, yo, I'm Ramakrishna, was good, like, yo. They looking at me like I'm crazy or whatnot, you know what I'm saying? But I could sense it. I was like in tune and sensitive, and I could just sense the bond. You know what I'm saying? So it's been difficult, man. And I hope I can't wait till COVID's over to just go back to the churches in Harlem, the Swami Vivekananda Society. Shout out to everybody in there. I can't wait to get to Swami's house in upstate New York. And like I said, man, make sure you subscribe, follow me. I'm available to talk, holler at me, you know what I'm saying? I'm nice, super nice with the astrology and helping you find your path. Word, and love. I think I done almost mastered love in relationships, man. So I can help you with those things if you need help. Alright, so holler at me, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff, man. But it's Rap Mythology, the reincarnation of Ramakrishna, a Heyoka Empath, kicking that brand new flavor in your ear. Peace.